like this, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out a loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies about.
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Mr. Von. Mr. Von Channel Sweatbox. We back. We live. We active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Let's talk Rick and Morty season 5 finale. 1 hour long, 2 episodes. We're gonna talk about them both. The first episode, Forgetting Sarah Rick Mortshell. Obviously a play on Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Funny movie. Episode 2, Rick Mirai Jack. A play on the word Samurai Jack. Great show if you've never seen it. First of all, I just want to say kudos to Dan Harmon and those guys for a great season 5. My opinion, obviously. Spoiler alert for the whole season and for the finale. This was a great season. Started from episode 1 all the way to episode 10. This was a really strong season. I'm going to have the replay value of this season for me is going to be high. Let's get into this finale, man. So the series, we got a lot of questions answered on this finale. A lot. This kind of changes the whole series, man. This kind of changes the whole series. So in the first episode, Forgetting Sarah Rick Mortshell, Rick and Morty break up. They have this huge argument, and Rick fires Morty. And Morty's like, you know what, whatever. You always said. So then he replaces him with 2 crows. And he remember that scene where he spins the wheel. He replaces him with 2 crows, and so then Rick goes on this crazy adventure with 2 crows, and Morty goes on this crazy adventure with this. The episode starts with Morty going around fixing all of these problems that Rick fucked up, and then when he goes back, he realizes Rick is tracking the portal fluid, so he tries to replace the portal fluid with Mountain Dew, and he ends up spilling portal fluid on his hand, so now he's got like a portal on his hand. It was fucking crazy. And on like the other end of the portal is this dude. I don't even remember the dude's name, and he had a run-in with Rick at a bar. He ends up getting portal fluid. He ended up getting portal fluid on his legs, and now he's got a fucking portal on his leg. It's fucking weird. It was super weird. It was super weird. So Morty goes to meet up with him, breaks him out of jail, and the dude was in jail. He was in a psychiatric mental hospital. Morty breaks him out, and then they go on this crazy adventure. All the while, Rick is on these adventures with the crows, and he's thinking this is not going to work out. He misses Rick. He misses Morty. Until he's trying to train the crows. And then he realizes, all right, it's not going to work. So he sends these crows to this planet. And then he gets tractor beamed down to the planet, and it's this planet of like giant sentient crows. It was so insane, and so it was so ridiculous, insane. And so while he's down there, him and the crows have this come to Jesus moment where the crows realize, oh, Rick is Ricky. The crows like teach Rick about shit, sympathy, or I don't remember what it was. It was some crazy shit. Meanwhile, Morty's on this crazy mission with the dude with the portal on his hand, and they're like trying to bond, and the dude ends up being crazy. But there's one scene before that, because they're trying to get like supplies, and they try to steal shit from Rick. So they go and they start smashing up the garage. And Jerry comes in and said, hey, what you guys doing? You guys just smashing up Jerry? You guys smashing up Rick's shit? And there was this crystal there. Jerry just picks it up and he smashes it, and it just instantly turned him into a puddle of water. I was fucking... Oh, I was fucking cracking up. I was cracking up. The way it turned Jerry into a puddle of water. And then later in the episode, Rick was fighting with the crows when they turned on him, and Jerry came out. Rick was like, Jerry, what the fuck? Why are you a puddle of water? Why are you a puddle? Okay, Jerry getting turned into the puddle was the funniest shit of the episode. This shit was hilarious. Oh my goodness. And then, and so then after all the madness, Rick comes back to Earth with the crows. The crows find out that the whole thing with the crows was just a joke to piss off Morty, so they get mad and they turn on Rick and they unleash the crow apocalypse, but not on Earth, just on like 30-mile radius. So Rick has to deal with that. Meanwhile, the crazy dude that Morty's kicking it with went crazy. They went to try to hustle a deal to get some more portal fluid, and the dude goes crazy and starts killing everybody. So Morty leaves him, but the dude catches up with him and they have this big fight. Morty ends up cutting his own hand off and dropping it into the portal on dude's leg, which creates a singularity event. So the dude kind of, gets sucked into himself and now he's gone. And then Morty goes to see Rick and Rick gives him a replacement hand. And you think they're going to make up. And Rick is like, nope. Now I understand. I really have to go. Goodbye, Morty. And then he leaves. He goes off with the crows. And that's how the episode ends. But then episode 10 picks up right where that left off, where Rick is out doing adventures with the crows, and he's got all this this tech. You know what I'm saying? That's crow-like tech, but actually it's you can tell it's like it's like the parts from Phoenix Person. When Bird Person got turned into Phoenix Person, and he had all that mech stuff, Rick is using that now as weapons, as he's going around like Samurai Jack, which is why the episode's called Rick Mirai Jack. It's hilarious. It's so anime. They even had like the anime opening. It was great. It was it was really good. It was really good. So then he runs into Morty, and Morty's just like, okay, it's good to see you. You still doing the crow thing? All right. And then Rick goes off. He's like, all right, I'll see you around. And then he runs into Morty. Then he does a couple more adventures. Then he runs into Morty again, and Morty's old as fuck. He's like, Morty, what happened? He said, it's just been that many years, man. And Morty starts lying about shit. He says, yeah, man, if Jerry got cancer, you would have loved it. It was great. So anyway, I don't remember what happens for it. What ends up causing Rick to go back, but he finds out that Morty was lying, and he didn't. It hadn't been. Morty just aged himself up in an attempt to get Rick to come back. So it hadn't been years and years. So Rick comes back. He finds out, and then now they're like, "Hey, man, can you turn Morty back into a 14-year-old?" And so he's like, "Yeah." So they end up having to go to the Citadel of Ricks to get Morty turned back into a regular Morty, which they do. But once they get to the Citadel of Ricks, that actually kickstarts the main storyline of the season finale, which was nuts. And it involved my man Evil Morty, because as you know, Evil Morty's in charge of the Citadel now. And yeah, but there was a lot of funny shit, dude. When they went to the Citadel and they made Morty young again, it was this crazy process where they cut him in half and they turned him into like 2 7-year-olds, and then they smushed him together to make him a 14-year-old again. But there was like 27 access years that came out, and he was just like a douchebag. But he was like socially conscious, so he saw the Morty police be beating up somebody, so he ran out there to get involved, and they shot him. And so while he was dying, young Morty was like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay," and the 27-year-old Morty was like, "Oh, that's alright. Was I influential?" Morty was like, "Yeah, man, you had like 7 blogs, man." It was great. It was so stupid. So then they go and then they end up meeting up with Evil Morty, and then Evil Morty just spills the beans about everything. He's like, "Yeah, I've been plotting this. I done took over the thing." He's destroying the Central Finite Curve. He's been killing all the Ricks, and that was the first thing. If you notice, when they first get to the Citadel, there's not as many Ricks, and there's a gang of Mortys, but there's not as many Ricks. But man, it went down. We get so much confirmation. So we get the confirmation for sure that yes, Rick's wife and daughter Beth were both killed just like he had said in the season 3 premiere. That happened. They were killed. So then he went traveling from dimension to dimension trying to find the Rick that killed his wife and daughter. He never found him, and he just was killing a bunch of Ricks. He was killing a bunch of Ricks. And so all the Ricks band together to try to kill him, and they couldn't kill him. So then they made a truce, and with his help, he helped them build the Citadel of Ricks. And then he abandoned it. And he never found the Rick that killed Beth. At least to our knowledge. He never found the Rick that killed Beth. Or his wife. And so then in the Crusades, he just found a world where they were still alive, and then bam, he crashes into it, and he just comes into life, and it was insane. Then we also find out that he was responsible for the farming of Mortys, and that they had been manipulating the Morty creations throughout the universe, manipulating Beth and Jerry to get together so Mortys would be created. Then they started just cloning different Mortys. It was insane. It was insane. All the revelations. It was nuts. And at the end, they end up having at the end, the entire Citadel of Ricks gets destroyed. Rick and Morty end up escaping in one little section of the Citadel. Evil Morty escapes, destroys the Central Finite Curve, and goes into a dimension where Rick is no longer the smartest man in the world. And so it was just so insane. It was so insane. And that's basically and first of all, the ending with Mr. Poopy Butthole was the most depressing thing I had seen in a minute. Where Mr. Poopy Butthole, he's back in despair. He's like, because he lost his job as the professor when he went on the heist with those guys in season 4. I can't. Mr. Poopy Butthole, get your life together, bro. But yeah, man, this was big. This was a huge reveal. Huge reveal. So now it ends, and the episode ends with Morty and Rick and all these Mortys stuck on that section of the Citadel that didn't get destroyed, and he's out of portal fluid. And it was crazy because Evil Morty had concocted this crazy plan where he corrupted all the portal fluid. He was slaughtering all these Ricks. It was crazy. It was nuts. It was just great. I didn't see it coming. It was just a great ending to a great season. Bravo, Dan Harmon. You guys did a great job. Justin Roiland, you guys did an excellent job. This was such a good season. This just continues to be my favorite show on television. I just love Rick and Morty. It's just so hilarious. Yeah, man, this was another great season. I can't wait to see what they do with season 6, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I left out some stuff, as I always do, but you know how we do. Holla at your boy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications. If you love Rick and Morty like I do, let's talk about it in the comments section. About to hit San Diego in the next couple weeks. It's going to be a good trip. Take y'all with me, you know what I'm saying? We'll be taking the camera, plenty of footage, add it to the vlogs. Make sure you check out the travel vlogs. And until next time, you know how we do, man. Peace.
I'ma go to the ends with you. I'ma go to the end with you. I'ma go